This is some grade A Graham Hancock poppycock. This nonsense woo talk will not go well.
For you, Dr. Blitz. So, why are you saying this?
Tesla wasn't a physicist, by the way.
If the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs.
So, sounds like this physics research pyramid thing has been working out pretty well. Again, as I said earlier, I am all for finding ways to encourage education in this country. Finding ways to encourage education in this country.
This is some grade A
Physics research pyramid thing is working out pretty well. Again, as I said earlier, I am all for finding ways to encourage education in this country.
some grade A.
Don't think about what comes after or what came before.
Research pyramid thing has been working out pretty well.
Take a deep breath and
Working out pretty well.
And what did it give us? Well, it said that we should align with the ley lines of consciousness, and something about
Research pyramid thing
also
has
said
been working out pretty well.
it is a hyperdimensional antenna that can be used to trick the simulation. There's stuff about Tesla's 369 nonsense, pyramid vortex, Fibonacci spirals, and so much more. This is some grade A.
Research pyramid thing has been working out pretty well.
For everyone watching this, I want you to remember, as we go through this video, why didn't this go well?
For you, Dr. Blitz.
This nonsense woo talk, nonsense woo talk, didn't go well. Grade A.
Research pyramid thing has been working out pretty well.
This didn't go well.
For you, Dr. Blitz.
Research pyramid thing has been working out pretty well. Working out pretty well.
The spectrum of the vibrating string consists of multiples of the fundamental frequency F0. These specific modes of vibration can be classified according to the number of notes. There are generally two different types of framework conditions. There can be either nodes or antinodes at the edge. Physically, this corresponds to either a closed end or an open end. Let us consider the simplest mode of vibration having two open ends. It has one node in the middle and one antinode per each of the two edges. Let us now bend this vibration to form a semicircle. Rotating the semicircle around the z-axis will result in a sphere. There is an azimuthal nodal line at the equator of the vibrating sphere. We can perform the same steps for the following resonant frequency, which has two nodes. Let us bend the vibration to a semicircle, and again, let the semicircle rotate around the z-axis. This results in a vibrating sphere having two azimuthal nodal lines.
And what did it give us? Some grade A.
Research pyramid thing has been working out pretty well.
It also said
We can repeat this on and on. Bending and rotating the vibration with L nodes results in a vibrating sphere with L nodal lines. By definition, these sphere vibrations are rotationally symmetric. They are also their own reflection.
and is a hyperdimensional antenna.
Positioning the mirror plane exactly in the middle will result in an identical mirror image. L specifies the total number of azimuthal nodal lines.
that can be used to trick the simulation. There's stuff
There
about
is no nodal line for L equals 0. There is one nodal line for L equals 1. However, this exceptionally symmetrical vibration does not reveal the full range of possibilities, because we can also rotate the nodal line on the sphere. Let's rotate that nodal line to the right, or reflect it to the left. There are now two new modes of vibration on the spherical surface with one nodal line. Those are vibrations with an azimuthal nodal line that is rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise. In the case of two nodal lines, there is an option to rotate not just one, but both nodal lines to the right and reflect their image to the left. In the case of three nodal lines, we can rotate first one line, then two, then all three nodal lines to the right, and reflect their image to the left. There are thus 2L plus 1 potential modes of vibration on the spherical surface with L nodal lines. We can generate any number of basic modes on the two-dimensional spherical surface by adding and rotating nodal lines.
Dr. Blitz. I don't believe you're familiar with ground dipole antennas. They functionally couldn't have worked if Tesla wasn't absolutely right about his The Earth is conductive, meaning the Earth can be used as the transmission waveguide medium for electric currents and mechanical vibrations. I don't think you understand what he actually was doing because you haven't actually looked into this. I know you say you have.
I've looked into this.
I can tell you haven't by what you're saying here. I know you haven't. As someone who also has a degree in physics, I'm not a doctor, but who's someone who also has a degree in physics, I have looked at this, and it is absolutely viable, works, it's being used, and I can say because you're saying what you're saying, you haven't looked into it. And it's fine. I know that a lot of the stuff is hidden, so you might think you looked into it. The biggest problem with Tesla's work is that there's a bunch of people who have gone out and manufactured nonsense to either explain it or just attach his name to theirs. But it might look like you have even dove really far in to his work, but really it might never even scratch the surface because even personally, I really dislike how hard it is to find all of his work. One, because thanks Elon for, you can't search anything about Nikola Tesla without just being flooded with the car ads that have nothing to do with this, so cool. Thanks for that help, Elon. If you don't know where to find them, you're not going to know what he actually said. And if you listen to what other people said, you're just going to get told it can't work. You're going to get told it can't work for reasons that it doesn't even work too. As I've made multiple videos about Neil deGrasse Tyson and a couple other people claiming things about it, and it's just blatant straw man. It's just blatant straw man arguments that saying it can't work for reasons it doesn't even operate. For example, Neil deGrasse Tyson has said
the people in the Nikola Tesla fan club somehow feel that he got wronged in his life. Everyone is thinking he's got the solution to the future transmission of energy. No, he doesn't.
Well, I don't think anyone's saying that, but what
he
they are
did,
saying
and his fans do. But his contributions to electromagnetism are real and recognized in the world of physics.
This is some
There's a unit of
grade A
electromagnetism
poppycock.
named after him. So don't come crying to me say he was not recognized by my people. Okay? He had some ideas that were a little out there on a level where it almost certainly would have not worked.
Poppycock.
Much of the rest of his work was fringe and unrealized, either for violating known laws of physics or for being simply impractical. That's a bold statement. Electromagnetic energy, you can ask, how much energy is in that? Well, not much. Well, of what good is it? You're not going to run a motor with it. Oh, you know what we found? We can use electromagnetic radio waves. We can use radio waves not to transmit energy. That's not the point of it. As your photons get higher and higher energy, yes, you can start doing things with them. You get X-rays and gamma rays. But that's not what Tesla was referring to. He was talking about moving radio waves. This opening thesis is false. There are plenty of examples of this that have escaped your attention, and here's why.
the problem is that's not what Tesla said to do at all. Tesla's wireless transmission system does not send energy through the air using electromagnetic waves, radio waves or otherwise. It sends alternating electric currents and mechanical vibrations through the dirt and soil. This is what seismology is all about.
I feel like we have a good jumping off point. Okay.
The circumference of the Earth could be...
Honestly,
You want this in kilometers or miles?
fuck if I care.
24,901 miles.
Well, we gotta write this down.
Yeah.
Can you get a Post-it or, something? Stick that up.
We can see a difference in structure here. We clearly have some sort of pyramid cap on it, which is likely made of a different material that suits my interests.
Let me ask you this. If you were to place an antenna anywhere in a pyramid,
I mean, being a rational kind of guy, I'd put it at the highest point.
and what's the highest point of a pyramid?
But that's not what Tesla was referring to. So then I thought, out of respect for him, what I should do is give him my most informed critical analysis that I can. In my field, you come up with an idea.
I mean, being a rational kind of guy, I'd put it at the highest point.
You present it either at a conference or you...
About pseudoarchaeology and pseudoscience a lot, because God knows these videos are a dime a dozen. Pseudoscience pipeline that the algorithm of these apps literally encourages.
Cap. No way. Bullshit.
What's going on, man?
to your colleagues. It is their duty to alert you of things about your ideas that are either misguided or wrong.
Let me ask you this. If you were to place an antenna anywhere in a pyramid,
I mean, being a rational kind of guy, I'd put it at the highest point.
and what's the highest point of a pyramid?
Their job. Not all ideas will turn out to be correct. Most won't be.
I mean, being a rational kind of guy, I'd put it at the highest point.
Moving radio waves. But to get to that point, you need to know things like
Nikola Tesla's wireless energy transmission system does not rely on sending energy through the air using radio waves. It sends energy via alternating electric currents or mechanical vibrations through the earth and the conductive dirt and soil. The earth is conductive and also transmits mechanical vibrations. This is what seismology is all about. Add on the bacon bits of the electroseismic effect, where mechanical vibrations of the earth rectify into alternating electric currents because the earth itself is piezoelectric or piezoelectric.
I feel like there's a key ring in here. The one problem is we
Go between like meters and feet when convenient.
He proposed a method for the transmission of large amounts of power over vast distances by means of mechanical vibration of the Earth's crust. The source of power is a mechanical or electromechanical device.
no way. I can find no evidence of these. I doubt they were archaeologists because every archaeologist who's looked at it has said it's a mountain. Whoa! You know why? Because it's sedimentary rock. There's like layers of stone underneath that are all really loose. So
Electromechanical device bolted to some rocky protuberance, imparting power at a resonance frequency for the transmission of large amounts of power over vast distances by means of mechanical vibrations of the Earth's crust. The source of power is a mechanical oscillator, i.e.
pyramid.
either just a set of tuning forks or
It makes a. Yes, they are all natural pyramid.
Tesla's 369 nonsense.
I wonder why. It's just a coincidence. If we know something you don't know.
Cap. No way. Vulcan not. Jesus Christ, we need to fund education in this country. You can't get me this riled up looking like this, bro, okay? It's ridiculous. Clearly seem to be created. What is your expertise in this field, huh? Every archaeologist will tell you that is definitely just a natural rock, but me,
physicist,
I know the truth.
So mechanical vibrations put in the earth rectify into electrical currents through the earth as well, vice versa. Electrical currents through the earth can rectify into mechanical vibrations through the earth. It works. You're just not familiar with it.
You can't pack sufficient energy in your radio wave to do anything we need to do mechanically. If you had enough power in radio waves to power a light bulb through the air, are you standing in the way of this? You want to move it through the air and you want to walk around like, no, that's not how that works.
I've looked into this.
Again, I also know it took me many years to actually breach the surface of his actual work, getting through a literal hard shell of absolute nonsense and crazy surrounding and enshrouding all of his actual work. And if you don't go read his actual patents, you won't know anything about what he actually said. You're gonna get flooded with a sea of literal fake quotes from him plastered all across his face of pictures. Everyone who can watch any of this will know that they've looked at any group related to Nikola Tesla, and it's just fake quotes and nothing related to what he actually did. It's just repeating the same stuff over and over and over.
Can I blow your mind again?
This
This is really good stuff. People in the Nikola Tesla fan club somehow feel that he got wronged in his life.
Yes.
Surely some of that is true with regard to his.
I'm pretty sure it's because there's information control. But, I'll do this right now. Do you see how big this book is? This is just his U.S. patents, bro. Just the U.S. And he had a bunch that he didn't patent in the U.S. because he didn't need to. He was only patenting them where he thought they were reasonable to protect his ideas, because he wasn't an altruist. He was still trying to make money off his ideas. He just wasn't a manufacturer.
There's only about 3 of them that are
He had over
legitimate.
300 patents.
Maybe it's 2.
I don't think you can name any of them and don't have to deal with any sort of electrical work, too. He's got like 6 different steam turbines. In fact, he invented the Chang thermodynamics cycle 50 years before Dr. Chang got credit for it in the 70s. I don't think you realize that. But no, he wasn't a physicist. He only did all sorts of thermodynamics work. He only did electrical work. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't call him a mechanical engineer because he knows a lot of electrical work, and you wouldn't call him an electrical engineer because he knows a heck ton of mechanical work. And I'm pretty sure the physicist is a combination of electrical, mechanical, acoustics. Now do a lot more wave theory and quantum mechanics. But what exactly do you think the spherical harmonics of the Earth is governed by? The vibrational modes in the Earth. It is literally quantum mechanics. what we studied, the same stuff. Apply it slightly different. Something like linear algebra. You do matrices, you set up matrices the same way, and you just keep doing the solutions of matrices. Oh, they keep telling you, hey, you can do this, all these things. Like, each time you're like, wait, did we do that? This is cool. It's the same thing. You just keep putting things in the same matrix the same way. But it's clear.